Good morning, everyone. Today, we are going to discuss all about functions and philosophical importance of art. Function of art. There are multiple different functions of art. Some of the primary functions are storytelling, religion, intellectual satisfaction, and personal enjoyment. Kung mingon tag storytelling, nadira ang expression to share an emotion of individuals na nakadraw. Then about religion, appeal ang religion sa function of art kay example, like ang uban sa simbahan makita nato, di ba? Appeal ang kanang mga sculpture, din kanang mga like kanang Papa Jesus sa ilang simbahan. So makita nato na sila Katolik. Ang uban pod cross lang. Ang uban wala sila ginabutang sa ilang religion. So pinaagi na makabalot ta sa religion, yung intellectual satisfaction. Dili makita kung unsay meaning or pasabot sa iyang painting. Then personal enjoyment, so kung unsay expression niya, di ba? Kung ginabuhat niya na, di ba? Di man niya mabuhat kung wa siya naga-enjoy ana iyang ginabuhat, di ba? Kay kung maboard ka, magbuhat ba di kay nga nangabutang, di ba? Di gyud. So kung mag-draw ka, na gyud dira ang personal enjoyment. Directly functional. Art that we use in daily basis and serves a literal or tangible function in our lives. So, indirectly functional, sa word na tangible, magunitan siya. Din makita. Di lang nato siya makita, magunitan pa. Din ginagamit nato siya daily life. Like for example, tools, architectural structures, roads, bridge, buildings, furnitures, kitchens, utensils, coins, bells, dress, weapons, and etc. So, isa na sa mga example sa mga gamit or arts na bilong sa directly functional. Indirectly functional art refers to the arts that are perceived through the senses, such as fine arts, painting, music, sculpture, dance, literary piece, theatrical performance, and the like, used to inform, educate, and entertain people and transforms us into better human beings. So, ang indirectly functional art, kino siya, pinaagi niya sa performance art siya, kay tungod, di ba, pag dancing, isa na sa mga perform arts, singing. So di lang voice ang ginagamit, apil na pud ang emotion of the body. Then tawag di siya nga to educate and entertain kay tungod, di ba, pumapil kag kuan kanang mga ka sa mga party or sa mga pista, di ba? Isa ni sa mga ganap sa isa ka pista to entertain people.
Personal function of art. The personal functions of art are varied and highly subjective. The personal function of art is na include diri ang self-expression, emotion release, din reflection, even therapeutic benefits. Kay each individual is na a different meaning or connection sa kanina art, making it highly subjective. Function depends on the artist who created the art. The artist's intent, emotion, and personal experience maong na-influence the function of interpretation sa kanina art. Art becomes a unique expression sa creators based sa iyang perspective of sa iyang na-experience sa life. An artist may create an art out of self-expression, entertainment, or therapeutic purpose. Behind creating art is naay motivation, kay each artist is naa sila'y lahi-lahi na goal or combination of this purpose when producing their work. Physical functions of art. The physical function of art can be found in artwork that are crafted in order to serve some physical purpose. Naay uban artworks created focus on serving practical or physical functions. Example ani is furniture or architecture design. Dili lang siya pang aesthetic value but naasab siya purpose or functionally. Architecture, jewelry making, interior design all serves physical function. Like sa katong picture nga na adri is mauto siya. Nag-serve to siya as physical functions.
Good day, everyone. I'm Rosero Jerome from Group 3. Let's start with the social function of art. Art is considered to have a social function if and when it addresses a particular collective interest as opposed to a personal interest. Art may convey message of protest, contestation, or whatever message the artist intends his work to carry. Okay, I think the final reason why art is important in modern society, or the function of art and social as general, is the fact that art is above all a means of expressing the way one think, a manifestation of what you believe and how you think, in a form which can be shown to others to enrich them. Art has a major importance in modern society because it defines us individuals and make us better people. The artist is not a special kind of person. Rather, each person is a special kind of artist. Second is the political art, or the political function of art is a very common example of an art with a social function. Art can also depict social conditions such as photography, pictures of poverty, performance. Art like plays or satires can also rouse emotions and rally people toward a particular end. There's no denying that art is potentially a political tool. Okay, whether that is or should be the essence of art, I believe it isn't, and it shouldn't be. The intention of the artist or the creator needs to be addressed here. Obviously, some art is political by nature, but there is also such a thing as art for art's sake, which may deal with expression of emotions. In other words, for some people, the value of a work of art is equal to its value as political. I mean, that attitude may cause them to miss the value of much of the very best art. Next is the philosophical importance of art. For the medieval theologian Saint Thomas Aquinas of 1225 to 1274, a beautiful thing had three primary characteristics. First is the wholeness or integrity. Wholeness or integrity. It must not be deficient in what it needs to be most itself. I think what it's said is that integrity is not just merely a matter of being true to oneself as an artist, refusing to compromise one's own artistic standards, but is also a matter of honoring one's own aesthetic standards for the benefit of a larger community, or for the benefits of the society of the artist. The second is the proportion consonance. Okay, proportion consonance, its dimension should suitably correspond to other physical objects, as well as a metaphysical ideal, an end. Okay, the proportion or the consonants. Nag-refers siya sa dimensions of the composition and the relationship between the height, the width, the depth. How proportion is used will affect how realistic or stylish something seems to be. The third is the clarity or the radiance. It should clearly radiate intelligibility, the logic of its inner being, and impress this knowledge of itself on the mind of the perceiver. Okay, I think radiance also has to do with the light, as it creates the possibility of clarity, which means which means it is an essential ingredient of this work. That's all for the philosophical
Other function
importance
of
of art.
arts.
Thank
Music
you.
was principally used for dance and religion. Music used for dancing and also in religion to express the worship to God. The ancient world saw music as an instrument to facilitate worship and invocation to gods. Sa ancient world, dito nga ang music ginagamit siya to facilitate an invocation to God or pagdayeg sa Ginoo. Music was essential for synchronicity of dancers, pagkasabay-sabay. Music guarantees that warrior were simultaneous. Today, music has expanded its function and coverage. Music today are expanded its many function not seen before. There is a lot of music that has no connection to dance or religion. For example, the ambient, classical, are uncertain form of experimental or instrumental music. Example, serenade. People compose hymns to express feelings and emotions. Music is also used as accompaniment to stage plays and motion pictures.
Other functions of art. Number one, architecture may be the most prominent function art. Kani nga statement of other function of art nag-suggest that architecture is a significant form of function art or makabuluhan or meaningful ang architecture sa functional art. Prominent function art kay from ancient Chinese basis to function sculpture to lighting and furniture. The function art genre is very inclusive. Number 2, unlike other forms of art, building take so much time to erect and destroy. In this statement, nagpasabot nga ang buildings dili pareha sa ubang arts forms. Example of art form is pareha sa painting, drawing, photography, and other art form. As what the statement said, nga ang building takes so much time or kailangan og dako nga panahon to erect and destroy or kailangan og taas nga panahon sa pagtukod ug pagguba. 3. One cannot dismiss taking into consideration the function of building before construction. And the last statement means ang importante nga i-consider nato ang purpose or function of the building before ta mag-start sa construction. So other functions of arts. Number 4, sculptures have been made by man, most particularly for religion. Ang mga tao gabuhat og sculpture primarily para sa religious purposes lang. Ang sculpture halos ginagamit lang or nag-serve lang siya as artistic expression of religious beliefs and ang rituals. So number 5, in the Roman Catholic world, the employment of sculptures for religious purposes has remained vital, relevant, and symbolic. So, within the Roman Catholic context, ang paggamit sa mga sculpture para sa religious na pabilin nga importante, meaningful, carry symbolic significance. Ang sculpture gina-consider nila nga importante ug maoy gahatod sa mga message or ilang mga pagampo. Number 6, Rizal's and Bonifacio's monument and commemorative coins. Pope Francis. Rizal and Bonifacio is atong national heroes or national heroes in the Philippines. Each of them was honored kauban sa ilang monument or sculpture sa ilang patayng lawas. So Pope Francis also been featured on coins distribute nag-symbolize sa ilang makabuluhan o sa dakong epekto sa kasaysayan o kultura sa Pilipinas. And number 7, it is also architecture where one can find the intimate connection or function and form. In this function of art, nagsuggest or nagpasabot na sa field sa architecture, makita ang intimate or from the word intimate ay connection or duol nga relationship between sa practical purposes sa structure and its aesthetic design, which is ang practical purpose is function, then ang aesthetic design is form.